Welcome to Coombe and Curry Sports Cards Podcast, where collecting meets a game. Welcome back to episode 19 of Coombe and Curry Trading Cards, Sports Trading Cards podcast, and you have got a surprise solo show from myself. Coombe is currently at a football tournament in Napier, New Zealand. Did plan on getting a member of the squad or of the coaching staff to jump on. That didn't happen, and Coombe has also removed himself from participating today. So we move on. You know, he did a solo show when I was away, and this solo show will be from me today. So hope everyone's well. I thought I would go into my Topps collection. So got my binder here with me. Love a binder. Got a binder for the match attacks last year. Tempted by the match attacks again, as I bought another tin this week and got another hit of the same ilk. So I've got a Wesley Sneijder Inter Milan Champions League relic medal card, which is great. I do like the cards. They do feel a bit thinner though. That's my only negative to the cards. The cards look great. The designs I like, but in terms of the feel, it's not quite there for me yet. But obviously the two cards that I did pull, the relic Champions League relic medal ones, they're actually quite thick, so they feel good. But yeah, so right, first and foremost, I buggered up the setup of the binder. So what should have been on the first page is the Premier League Hall of Fame limited edition cards, which you get in each Super Tin. So Super Tin 1, 2, and 3, you get the Hall of Famer cards, which look thus. If you're watching, if you're not watching, it is Hall of Famers. So you've got Frank Lampard, Steven Gerrard, Eric Cantona, Dennis Bergkamp, Sergio Aguero, Rio Ferdinand, Patrick Vieira, John Terry, and Roy Keane. So that should have been at the front, because it's up in the top right-hand corner of the checklist. So I always think that Arsenal will be first in the binder anyway. Hopefully not in the league, but yeah. So what I've done is I've put the blue parallels, the blue, yellow, green parallels ones that you get in 1 in 10, 1 in 15, 1 in 20, 25, etc. Put them in front of the base card itself, so you can see there Yuri Tillemans there in the green up the top, and then I've got Julio Soler of Bournemouth in the yellow there. Yeah, it's coming on quite well. I guess the only thing where I'm at with the collection is I don't need that many for the base teams. The question is, how many more packs do you buy? Because after a while I was only buying them really to see if I could pull any more numbered or any more sort of still on the hunt for an auto. Keep seeing them, but no luck. So yeah, my next, I guess, port of call would have to be, there is a website called Got Need, I think, or Need Got Swap, something like that. And people just submit cards that they don't need. So yeah, I'm going to go on there and I might try and just see if I can get as many of the base cards that I can to just fill this binder, get it done. Then I'll go back to potentially buying singles and going to breaks and stuff like that. That's where you'll have more chance of getting, more sought after cards and more rare cards in the breaks. And yeah, potentially buying them singles. So the Throne Kings are looking a bit sad. I've got Cesc Fabregas, Dwight York, got Adam Smith, green parallel. Nathaniel Klein I've got 3 times. David Silva, Roy Keane, Paul Ince. There's still quite a lot missing there. And the gold lines seem to be surpassing me as well. I've only got Amad Diallo twice. So yeah, that's what we're looking for. I would love to get. So just read on the back here, your guide to the rarest chase cards. So just give you an idea of what, how rare some of these cards are. So Chrome King Legend cards, that's semi-rare, 1 in 10 packs. So the Chrome technology has been used for the Chrome King Legend cards. Look out for the ultra rare parallels and genuine autograph versions of these cards too. Now, I saw someone pull, I think I mentioned it maybe a week or two ago, the Danny Murphy Chrome King Auto. I mean, that would have been lovely. And then Gold Lion is rare, 1 in 28 packs. Printed on a shiny gold foil and embossed with the Premier League Lion logo. These cards even come with a liquid silver finish to deliver a truly stunning effect. They are nice. I just haven't had any, really, apart from the Diallo one twice. And then moving on to Premier Pool cards. These are mega rare. There's a 1 in 100 packs. So Premier Pool cards provide a rare mini chase set. These high-end cards are available 1 in 100 packs and include a top-class lineup of current players and all-time Premier League legends. So I haven't had any of them either. And then you go on to the big dogs. You got autograph cards, which are super rare. 1 in 168 packs. I'd like to know how many packs I've pulled, that I've opened. I don't know if it's surpassed 168, but you do the maths. If chasing autograph cards gets you excited, then this Topps Premier League 2026 collection is definitely for you. This collection delivers rare autograph cards at a jaw-dropping rate of 1 in 168 packs. Look out for ultra-rare parallel versions too. Yeah, I would absolutely die for an auto. I've never pulled one. I've got a Kevin Keegan one that I bought off eBay. Not much. I think it was, I don't know, maybe £7 or £8. Which is in very good condition. Potentially going to get that graded, just because it's my only auto that I've got. But I'd love to pull one. It'd be amazing. What would be even better is the Diamond Rookie card, ultra rare, 1 in 500 packs. Look out for these ultra rare short print Diamond Rookie cards. These cards carry the RC logo, rookie card logo, and are reserved for just 10 of the most exciting rookie prospects in the Premier League 25-26 season. Now, Coombe, when he got his haul of Premier League Topps cards, he pulled one of them, 1 in 500 Diamond Rookie card. He got a Shimas, the Greek striker for Brighton. How's your luck, BC? Well, it was obviously in that day. But yeah, there we go. There's the update there. Would like to get that finished soon, because I know talks to Topps Chrome has been on the agenda for a while. They'll be releasing that, which is a really, really sleek, slick Topps collection. I bought a box of the Chrome Premier League ones. I think I got them from the Fanatic store, I think. And they're super cool cards. I really enjoyed them when I got them. So yeah, I'm sure they'll be releasing the Premier League one. I think Stu from Carsley Break, shout out Stu, discussed it when he was on, and he really likes the collection too, and he's looking forward to it. So yeah, we'll wait to see that announced and that drop, and look to buying some, and seeing what the collection's like this year. Which also brings me on to, speaking of Brighton, something's been brought to my attention from a good friend of ours, a good friend of mine. He knows Coombe, but he also runs or edits and helps with the Dogma designs. So shout out to Dogma, James Horlin. good friend of mine, brought to my attention, along with friend of the pod, Dom Lott, also sent me this as well. So there's a card show at the Amex Stadium, which is Brighton Hove Albion Football Club Stadium, on the 15th of November. So a couple of Saturdays, well, 3 weeks away. Tempted, very tempted. It would be my first show. I was going to break my duck with Coombe at Guildford show, but potentially not. Don't quote me on this, but that could be a hell of a show. It looks amazing. There's loads of vendors, loads of tables, and obviously it's been placed in a hell of a venue as well. So watch this space. Let us know if you're going. Would love to say hello. But yeah, the tactics might have to come into play, as previously discussed, in regards to what tactics that I will use going into the card show, because obviously that's something that that me and Coombe discussed in terms of how do you navigate the card show. Do you go all guns blazing and buy the first things you see? Do you wait it out? Do you barter? What's the crack? So it's all new to us, rookies going into this. So yeah, highly looking forward to whether I go to that one or if we wait until the Guildford one, which is on Sunday 14th of December. Again, looking forward to that, and it's a whole new avenue for us. We're looking forward to experiencing it, and yeah. If you've heard of any other ones, local, European, get in touch. Let us know. We'd love to try all different shows and really sort of engulf ourselves in the community and see how it works. So yeah, thoroughly looking forward to going to the show and breaking my duck, and yeah, we shall see what's coming up at all these card shows. Obviously, there's more ones. I think there's a tops one, an actual tops one in. I want to say there was one in Germany, but I think it's in the summer. So obviously Coombe's coming back, and it's going to be the winter. It's coming back for 5 weeks for Christmas. So I don't know if the card shows are sort of few and far between this time of year, but we'll definitely be going to one at least. And also lots of plans coming up for podcast recordings. Lots in the pipeline. Believe we've got Nick from KCC next week. Give us an update on what products coming out. It's been a while since we've had him on the pod. Obviously, he is an experienced man of the trade. Really knowledgeable. Great to have him on. Great to have a chat with him and really sort of get into his mind and see what he's got going on and what's coming up. And yeah, look forward to getting one for his fourth appearance on the podcast. Becoming an experienced member of the Coombe & Curry podcast in episodes. So yeah, looking forward to that one. We've also got Seaside Sports Cards, South Coast based page. Andy from there is going to come on the 9th, so the week after. And then the week following, we've got a friend of the pod, Dom Lott, who I caught up with last night, and he's got some stories. He's got some stories going to make for a really interesting show. Had some interesting cards being pulled, some interesting stories. Heavy into breaks, so it'd be interesting to hear how he's finding that and what he enjoys about that. So yeah, that to come as well. And then the one after that, I believe, is the Eve episode, if you will, of Coombe flying back to the UK from New Zealand. So lots coming up for the pod. Exciting. And yeah, this is the first solo show. It's quite strange because usually, obviously, it's the two of us and we bounce off each other and we waffle on and whatnot. And today, just me sat in a cold shed doing it to myself, just chatting away to myself. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying listening to the pod in general. please share, follow, like, all helps towards the numbers, which are still super strong. Like we're so. I think me and Coon message most days, just with updates and what we've got and how the social media posts are going and whatever. And yeah, Instagram, I think we're looking at just shy of 2,000 followers, which is amazing. TikTok, we're on 830 followers, I believe, from this morning. So yeah, we're just trying to get as much content out as we can because we enjoy it, and it's the hobby and it's what we enjoy and what we're passionate about. So plenty more content to come. Very much looking forward to personally doing the Topps Premier League Advent Calendar, which is in the garage for safe hiding. My wife hasn't seen it yet. But that will be very interesting. Obviously, you've got all the festive. Let me grab my binder. So in the binder, you get a checklist as well. And yeah, the second to last section on the checklist is Festive Freeze. Exclusively available on a countdown calendar available from October 2025. So you've got 24 of them cards. I think they double up as a Christmas tree decoration as well. There's a hole at the top of the card which you can obviously put some string through, I guess, some string or some elastic, and get them on a tree. I won't be doing that, but wish you all the best if you do. Okay, what sort of players we got on this festive freeze? Okay, some interesting selections here, I feel. Let me just run through the list for you. Interesting sections. Jordan Pickford, Tariq Lamptey, Leighton Baines, Virgil van Dijk, Maxime Esteve, Mark Gay, Bukayo Saka, Steven Gerrard, brilliant, looking forward to that. Erling Haaland, Sergio Aguero, Juan Wissa, Tyler Adams, Michael Ballack. Oh, Ballack. What a player he was. Alexander Isak in his Newcastle kit. Nemanja Vidic, another legend of the game. Amad Diallo, Yankuba Minta, Emil Heskey in a Villa kit. Dominic Solanke, Jared Bowen, Anthony Elanga in his Forest kit. Nelson Semedo, Emiliano Martinez, and Reece James. Just feels a bit strange. It's a strange selection. Just a bit random, isn't it? I feel anyway. There's like two United players, two Everton players. You would have thought they maybe would have picked. They've covered every team. There's no Fulham player in there. Bit rude. No Leeds players. So yeah, interesting. Interesting. But nonetheless, very much looking forward to opening that up day by day, and that'll obviously produce daily videos for the socials. See what we pull. I've obviously seen videos of people that have bought it already, because it was released early October, I believe, or mid-October. So people have obviously bought it and they've cracked it open. I've seen people pull autos from it, parallels, numbered cards. So I believe there's festive card and then like a pack of 5, or the festive cards in the pack of 5. I'm not too sure. Either way, you get 5, potentially 6 cards in each door. There's a quiz on it. Quiz on the front about who the player is on the inside of the festive freeze. I think Tariq Lamptey's the first one. But yeah, very much looking forward to it. Quite reasonably priced as well, actually. I think it was £35. Now, taking into consideration the amount of cards that are in there, so 24 doors, 5 cards. You do the maths. I'll do it for you. It's 120 cards. Is that right? I think so. See if my brain's working today. Yeah, it's 120. So take that into consideration. In comparison to like what you'd buy in a resale pack, I think it works out all right. Pretty good. So yeah, that's to come December 1st. Happy days. So let's move on to mail day. Mail day, and well, for me, mail day, I received one card, but that was yesterday. It was part of an eBay haul, should we say? I went Gerard crazy the other day. Felt like I hadn't bought or hadn't added to my PC for a while, and I've got all these cards on my watch list, and I thought, do you know what, bite the bullet, bought a bunch. Two that had been in my basket for God knows how long. The two super cool cards in my opinion. They're two of the Project 22 cards. Excuse me. Two of the Project 22. So it's where artists have like reimagined the player and the cards. So really cool designs. I think the one I received yesterday came in its original packaging. Comes in a thick plastic case, like slab. And it was like 3 different pictures of Gerard, 3 different colours. Super cool. And then there's another one which is almost like not like an anime, but have anime effects behind him running or celebrating. So they're 2 big cards that I'm really looking forward to getting on my PC, and get them on the social soon. We can have a look at them because they are. I think that when I first discovered the Project 22 collection, I was really drawn to it. It was creative, it was arty. So yeah, that'll be my second and my third Project 22 Gerard card. So yeah, great additions to the PC. And also some other interesting cards coming my way, which I haven't actually got any of. So I've actually got a Futera Gerard card coming in his England kit, unlicensed. So there's no sponsor or kit manufacturer on there. I've also got a Topps 22-23 Hero insert, which is quite cool. UEFA Champions League deco card of him hitting that volley against Olympiacos with the classic Andy Gray commentary of "Oh, yeah, beauty." A funny story, actually. Back in the day, sound so old. Probably, I don't know. This is quite a long time ago now. Maybe I'm talking 20 years ago, maybe, give or take. Coom actually was with me, funnily enough, and friend of the pod, Ben Huggins. We used to try and go to different grounds, different matches, just to experience, different stadiums, different clubs, different teams, different fan bases, and all that sort of stuff. So, obviously, us living Brighton way, we sort of jumped on the train to London quite often and would go around London, all the different grounds, and go to different games, and pretty much gone to all the sort of top flight clubs. And we went to this game was unbelievable. It was Tottenham v Manchester City. It was I think it was the Carling Cup, maybe back then. So the League Cup. It's going to paint you a picture here. It was a White Hart Lane, which is one of the bricks and mortar sort of stadiums, within the community. It was I used to love. I went there a handful of times and enjoyed it very much. It was very closed. The pitch was really close to advertising boards. It all felt really encompassed, and sort of you were on top of it all. And it was really, really, really nice. But went to this game. It was. It was like an evening match, an evening or a night match. I can't remember the day of the week it was, but anyway, we were. I think we must have went around, got some food in London, had a few drinks or whatnot, and we went to went round. We went to the ground and we did like a lap of the ground just to take it all in and see it and soak up the atmosphere and whatnot. And we walked round to, must have been the west or the east stand, I think. And there was a, can only be described as like an old London bus with no wheels. So it was, it must have been like, they must have done it for, it must have been there like permanently, obviously, because it's got no wheels. But it was for, I guess, like commentators and pundits um, to have some time out, I guess, or go on there and eat their dinner or whatever, because there was like tables on there. It was all like done up on the inside, not as a bus. It was as a almost like a tables and chairs, if you will. Anyway, we're walking past and thinking, what is this? It's a bit random. And then none other than Mr. Andy Gray walks past us. Obviously excited. We were like, Andy, Andy, Andy. And at the time, so we must have been like 18 years old. I think we went to a club shop and I bought I always used to like, I still do to this day, if I go to a stadium, I like to buy something and as like a token, like a souvenir, if you will. And I bought a Spurs autograph book just because I think it was cheap and it was, don't know, looked quite cool. And I got him to sign it. And as he said, Huggins and Kuhn will be laughing if they listen to this, when they listen to this. So I basically went to him, I think it was me anyway, I went, oh yeah, Andy, you're an absolute legend. And he said, don't you mean a legend? Cheers, boys. And he walked off onto the bus. And to this day, whenever I hear Andy Gray's voice or see him, that story always comes to mind. Absolute classic. Going back to the match, it was, the tickets were a tenner. So as you know, as League Cup matches are, they're a bit cheaper going through the early rounds. And I don't think it might have been like fifth round. I want to predict fourth or fifth round. Anyway, Spurs came out of the traps, scored first. They scored first, scored second, and then got third before half time. I remember Christian Ziege, ex-Liverpool Spurs German left back / centre back, scored a free kick, absolute perler. Trying to think who else scored. Robbie Keane scored. Oh, and my memory's actually doing well today. Rohan Ricketts scored actually as well, if memory serves me. So yeah, Rohan Ricketts, Robbie Keane, and Christian Ziege with the goals. And at half time, Joey Barton got sent off. Said something to the ref. Just kick it off something. I don't know if it was a straight red or a second yellow. Might have been a second yellow. Either way, got sent off. So City were down to 10 men. And you know, thought game's over. You know, it's going to come out second half and it'll be 4 or 5 maybe. They came out and let me see if my memory really serves me today. City came out and they scored. I think it might have been like Paul Bosvelt, Dutch central midfielder. So they got one back. They got another back. I'm trying to think who scored. I can remember the other two, but I can't remember maybe the second one. Anyway, Bosvelt scored. Someone else scored. Then Shaw Wright Phillips chipped the keeper, ran through, chipped it over the body of whoever was in goal for Spurs at that time. And then big John Macken, if you remember him as a player. John Macken pops up with a winner. I'll tell you who scored the second goal. Sylvain Distin. Oh, this is some great knowledge coming out of my head. But they went on to win 4-3. 10 Men City, you know, completely out of the game. Shouldn't have won that. But Spurs thought the game was done and dusted. City came out of the traps and what a game. £10. Got to had a laugh with Andy Gray, got a signature. Saw 7 goals and a red card. What more do you want from a League Cup match? If that match epitomises League Cup, that's what you want. Excuse me, sneeze out here in the shed. But yeah, hell of a game, hell of a match, great memories. And funny enough, this is going to roll back, some more memories. I actually recorded the match on VHS, and lo and behold, I've probably still got it in the loft. But there's a point in the game where someone got fouled, and they showed a replay on Sky Sports, and you see me, Huggins, and Coombe all just get out of our seats, slow motion like that. We go, hey, and then it pans back to real time to the match. But some great memories of that, and yeah, what superb stadium White Hart Lane is. I'm sure Spurs fans out there would agree that was just like the West Ham fans would agree with Upton Park. Them proper in the community, sort of old school stadiums were, just really encapsulating and they're missed. And obviously, the game moves on and stadiums get bigger and built and whatnot. But White Hart Lane was a fantastic ground. Anyway, moving on. Where was I? I was talking about Gerrard cards. I got one other card coming, which is my first Gerrard LA Galaxy card, actually, numbered to 99. There is quite a substantial amount of LA Galaxy cards for Stevie G, considering how long he was there for. So yeah, I've got a few on the radar, a few more, but that's a number to 99. So look forward to getting that. I think that might be it in terms of what I've ordered. But yeah, nice little Gerrard haul. Been looking at some other cards and obviously getting tempted again and again and again. Watch list keeps growing, but fantastic. Just love the hobby. Love growing my personal collection. What else have I been up to this week? I went on my first Whatnot break with a really nice guy called Jay Breaks. His name is, shout out Jay. So it's JA, 3 Y's Breaks, and he was breaking a Netherlands and Belgium box at the same time, and it was, so he set up you pay in to get a spot. It does like a roll of all these players. So it was like Van Dijk and I don't know, like Bruyne, for instance. It was, I mean, that wasn't one of the selections, but it was like a Dutch player and a Belgian player. So you bought in, started at £1. So you buy in for £1, and then the bid goes up £2, £3. If it gets to £4, you get the chance to do a respin. So if you win at £4, you're not happy with your selection, he'll respin it for another one. But yeah, it was super good. Did it in the morning, did it at work on my break, and it was cool. I got some didn't get any big pulls out of it. I did get the best card I got out of it was Edwin van der Sar. I'm going to put it's like a church background, like a stainless steel church in the background. But I'll get pictures and put it on the social so you can have a look. But that was a nice pull, considering I bought a few spots in it. So yeah, should be getting some nice base cards from both of those nations. But nothing major. But I really liked the setup. It was really good. First Whatnot break. It was decent. So I'll definitely be doing that again at some point as well. Cool. All right. Let's move on to a solo all about the booze. Sounds a bit weird doing it on my own, not having Coombe laugh back at me every time, but here we are. So I've got a wonderful card in front of me. Now, obviously we spoke about this, or I spoke about this earlier on. So I've got a Topps Chrome card. Okay, so I've got Topps Chrome, and it's Rodrigo of Real Madrid. As you can see there, really cool. It's a really nice card. The reason that I've put this in is because, for one, Topps Chrome is probably one of my favourite collections that I've ever bought, and also it's the El Clasico today. So why not chuck Rodrigo in there? And that'll go into the binder for the competition, which we will be doing next year, and that'll be drawn on, or announced for Super Bowl. So yeah, another edition, Rodrigo Topps Chrome. Happy days. I think we'll have to get Coombe to do 2 cards next week to make up for his last minute exit of today's episode, but we wish him all the best in the football tournament in Napier with his women's team. Look forward to hearing how he got on and how they did, and thanks for leaving me on my own. On that bombshell, regards to all your families, and we'll see you on the next one. Over and out.